Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Liz, and welcome back to more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So, when last we left off, our intrepid party took on the Ravaged Longhouse, which is full of undeads. Some nasty, nasty level drainy undeads who I neglected to cast Death Ward on my party until after I'd killed all the nasty, nasty level drainy undeads. So we dealt with all of them, and that's cool, I guess. Everything's fine there, I suppose. And we picked up the tablets from there. We also have the tablets from the Shrine of Sacrilege. There's one more set of tablets. I don't know if we have access to that yet this act, or if it's we don't have access to the resulting locations yet this act. I do recall that we can't quite finish this this quest that I need all the tablets for this act. So it's going to take us a little bit of time on that one. But, you know, we've been making progress because we've been waiting for events to fire and other things to happen before we move on to the Ivory Sanctum. Hey, Jack. I don't think we're going to be doing the Ivory Sanctum tonight. That's a nice big long dungeon. It's going to take us quite a while. That's like a whole day thing. Maybe we do Tarendula's Lair, though. I don't remember Tarendula's Lair too well. Legacy of the Ancients. I don't remember which location that is either. This is just consumable reagents. That's just consumable reagents. Otherwise, we've done some good exploration in these parts. We can go further out to Blackwater, but that's like the second to last thing we do in this act. Basically, there's three things left. There's the Ivory Sanctum, there's Blackwater, which are like the gatekeeper quests. Oh, four things. Ivory Sanctum, Blackwater, those are the gatekeeper quests. Also, our Mythic Path quest, which for me is, it's in progress. We're waiting on that to happen. And then another quest with another dungeon that is yet not revealed will fire for us, and we get to take that on. But I want to handle some of these housekeeping things first. We're not going to go Gold Dragon, but we definitely want to clear Tarendula's Lair anyway, so we might just take that on. Look how close we are to Canabras. If only we had a bridge here. If only I could build a bridge here, we could base ourselves out of Canabras for a minute. I have to go back there for Lan. Ugh, lame. Alright, let's head over to Tarendula's Lair, shall we? We're getting fatigued already. That's nice to see. I decided I'm too intellectually challenged to continue playing this game. Aw, no way, man. I have no idea what I'm getting when leveling up and why Camellia does 1 to 2 damage per strike most of the time. Well, I can tell you why Camellia does 1 to 2 damage per strike. Yes, Pathfinder system is quite complicated, so it does take quite a bit to get into it. But if you're playing on normal, it's not too ridiculous.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
So Camellia does 1 to 2 damage on strikes because she uses a rapier. I think default Camellia starts with weapon finesse, right? So that feat right there, weapon finesse, it lets her use her dexterity instead of her strength on attack rolls. But default Camellia does not have finesse training. Finesse training is needed in order to use your dexterity instead of strength on the damage rolls. So her damage roll is just the dice roll minus her strength, or plus her strength. So if she has a positive strength modifier, she's adding her strength. If it's 0, she's just getting the dice roll. And if she actually has a negative strength modifier, she's actually subtracting her strength from damage because it goes on the roll there. So I think default Camellia comes with weapon finesse as her level 1 feat, like up here, instead of dodge that I have. I think, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I've seen a default Camellia, but she needs to get dexterity to damage somehow. So the ways that you do that are either take 3 levels in Rogue, which is going to get you finesse training, and then you pick the Rapier for it. Or you take the feat called Fencing Grace, which is... Fencing Grace is probably the way you're going to do it. You can take that as a normal feat at one of your levels. I don't know what the requirements for it are exactly, but that'll do the same for piercing weapons like the Rapier. Slashing Grace is the same for like slashing weapons, like a short sword, but the one you're going to want is Fencing Grace, and that'll let you add your dexterity modifier to your damage. But yeah, finesse users do very poor damage until they get that. They basically have to rely on their sneak attack at that point. And having no idea where you're going leveling up is perfectly normal. My advice, if you have no idea where you're going when you're leveling up, is to just pick a weapon for your people to use, get them that weapon focus, get them, defenses if they're defensy. So, armor focus, shield focus if they need it, that weapon focus, dodge. Dodge requires 15 dexterity, so you can't get that unless you have 15 dexterity. No, sorry, not 15, 13 dexterity. So if you don't have 13 dexterity, you won't be able to get dodge. And those are pretty safe feats. It's not going to be fantastic. It's not going to be like, oh my god, this build absolutely rock'em sock'ems everybody. I'm vaporizing people all over the place. But it will be totally playable, especially on normal with a full party. It's not going to get you a solo build, and it's not going to get you like a hard or unfair difficulty build, but it will be a playable one. Also, hey Ramek, no respecs today. I have not done any respecs today. I'm considering respecking Arushale, but I haven't decided yet. I'm also considering... Oh, I've got negative levels still, do I? No, I'm fatigued. I'm also considering respecking Ember and having her basically the exact same, except in her mythic path, maybe don't take elemental bloodline fire. Now that we don't really rely on snowballs for anything, I don't really need to convert a lot of elements to fire anymore. Like, the spells that I'm using tend to be fire spells, so I don't really need to convert them to fire. So I could still take another elemental take another bloodline, but take a red dragon bloodline just to get an extra +2 for every dice I roll on fire spells, which is just straight extra damage. Or maybe just drop that entirely and take something else. Thought I was redoing. Nope, I'm not redoing anybody right now. If I redo Camellia, which I don't have plans to do right now, but if I do decide to, I think I'm going to drop the dueling sword, and I'm going to go for an S-stock sword saint instead. So the build will be almost identical, except it won't have the dueling sword as our sword saint chosen weapon, and it won't have Aldori dueling mastery. Here, Aldori dueling mastery. I'll have something else in its place. I would still take finesse training in the S-stock, so I don't need Fencing Grace, but I'd basically just get a free feat. So I would lose the 2 bonus to AC from shield as a result of that I get for using a dueling sword. That's +2 shield Aldori dueling mastery, but I could just cast the shield spell on me, and the shield spell gives me a +4 bonus to shield. So it's better than the Aldori dueling mastery bonus as it is. Only disadvantage of that is I have to cast a spell, and that spell can be dispelled off of me in a fight, whereas Aldori dueling mastery can't be. The S-stock is a 2d4 weapon, which is better than a 1d8 weapon, so it's better damage than the dueling sword. And it is also a 18 to 20 crit threat range with a ×2 multiplier, so it threatens on more range. So we're going to end up hitting more if we do that. So that's a possibility. If I do respec Camellia, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'd still keep her a sword saint. We'd still have 4 levels in Sylvan Trickster to get the ice plant, and we would still have the 1 level in monk. Although I'd probably go traditionalist monk now that I think about it, because traditionalist monk gets better saving throws, I think, than the normal monk does. In any case, let's explore this map, shall we? This is a smaller map than I thought. Remember Winter Sun? I was like, this is a larger map than I remember it being, and this map is like, no, this is a smaller map than I remember. Am I buffed? Oh yeah, we're buffed. We still have all of our buffs on. I have 4 hours left on Delay Poison, and she's got the same 4 hours on her buffs.
The way. Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Death Ward. Okay, no, we're resting. We gotta rest. I've used all my spells, and we have exhausted people, or fatigued people. So we gotta rest before we actually do this map, guys. We got here, but we shouldn't have... Oh shit, that was a battle. I just walked away from a battle. And it let me. Was not expecting that. We're not entering this, we're resting first. Okay, that's fine. I have somebody who's not being used, though. It's a Rochelet. Plus 29. Yeah, I mean, I've got plus 32. We both have obscene stealth. Actually, Camellia is there as well. Tell you what, go on Night Watch with Camellia. Yeah, there you go. Let's begin resting. We will have to buff when we get there, but we used all of our life ward spells, so. Although, I mean, they were still up. It's not like they're actually still up now. They're still up for 3 more hours. Jesus. God, this is... Oh, 24-hour buffs is so nice, guys. So I can buff myself and still have life ward on everybody. That's a little more like it. Slightly larger map.
You called?
Oh, the readings never.
Very good. We're all buffed up. Let's make this happen, shall we? I mean, I don't have haste on or anything like that. This actually looks right as well. I was a little confused about why that map didn't look right. Some green Baphomet cultists.
Follow my lead.
Who's there? One of the
Save
queen's
the last
lapdogs?
one for me.
Alarm! Alarm! Ah, yeah. So it's scripted. We don't get a sneak attack round there. What was his roll? He rolled a 15. So she was flat-footed. She only had 26 AC as a result of that. We're gonna have we have 40 already, and we're gonna gain a bunch more from fighting defensively and combat expertise as soon as I actually fight. So, cultist guard, that's a cultist archer, cultist guard, cultist guard. These guys have glaives. Damn glaive users. Let's just get in
I'll
here.
get you wide open.
I could have gone after this guy. We would have gotten a sneak attack if we went after him. Kill the archer, please.
I will resist.
If she had sneak attack, she probably would have vaporized him in one go. But that's all right. Let's get a sneak attack on somebody here.
Let's try
Oh
this way.
my god, natural 1. Lame sauce. We have Sense Vitals here too, but I haven't been using it. I could just fireball all of them. In honesty, it's probably not the dumbest thing I've ever done in the world. Let's make sure we have that on just for the hell of it. But I can just Scorching Ray him too. Ooh, almost a kill. Wonder if Darren can just kill him right now. Yeah, good job. It's pretty rare that we get kills with him. Now you're up against my 20. Oh, bro, you guys are in for an experience now.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
They just both die together. Didn't even know that one was there. 230 damage on the first one, 119 on the second. That's 350 damage, basically, that Lan just did. It's not quite his 500 damage turn, but it's still spassy. Let's use Arcane Strike.
The spirits demand your blood.
If I'm not going to buff my weapon, I might as well have Arcane Strike on all the time. And actually, I think my character needs it on as well.
Prepare yourself.
I have the tendency to forget that. Hal, stop. Please, stop. This place is an abode of peace and tranquility, a place to heal the soul and body. It's not a battlefield. Please, spare this man. My name is Hal. I am a healer, my lord, by trade and by calling. This place is my infirmary. It's a pretty messy infirmary. The people you've killed were those I nursed to health myself. Oh, well, I'm sorry. They had scarcely recovered from their wounds when they fell at your sword. Well, my bow, I suppose, and my fauchard. At least spare this young boy. There's a young boy? Are you working with the cultists? I am a healer. I save lives. Oh, dude, this gives me like the Patriot vibes. You are harboring the enemies of the Crusade, therefore you must die, even if you know you're healing our people as well. The vows I have taken made no distinction about who deserves to live or die. I give aid to all the injured I find in the wound. Demon worshippers are often left behind to die, and so it happens that they are most often in need of my help. Hal, do you happen to be a gold dragon, sir? As a rule, Crusaders have their own healers in every unit, but cultists are not accustomed to looking out for one another. Their masters do not accept weakness. They're full of fear and anger. I'm not going to ask why he's helping the enemy. They're not his enemy. They're just people who need healing. I can execute the cultist, being lawful, but I'm not an Eon. Who do you think I am? Or I can attack the healer. I'm not going to use the good approach here. I will spare the cultist's life, but outside of this context, when he's not here in this infirmary of yours, he is absolutely 100% fodder for my machine guns of archers and scorching rays and fauchards. I understand and accept your decision. You are stern but not cruel. This gladdens my heart. I mean, you can call me stern. Yeah, Lan wouldn't have let him go. Lan is a lawful neutral, though, so that makes sense. So, I can go. I want you to know I won't change. I will remain your enemy, and Lord Baphomet will give me great powers. Yeah, I mean, let Lord Baphomet give you great powers and awesome gear and super duper trooper wonderful, like, stuff, and then I'll go and I'll kill you when you're not here and just take all your stuff from you. It's fine. You are already strong. You do not need to serve demons. When you finally understand this, your soul will find peace. You already possess that which is worth most, your life. You acted toward this poor boy as Terendelev acted towards you and Canabras. How? My man, he knows something about us. When she treated you with no consideration of who you were or whether you deserved to live. I can feel the touch of her magic upon you, like a last lingering farewell. It is interesting, as the Eon Path, we don't talk a lot about the Eon Path. We talk a lot about the Lich Path, but the Eon Path can go back in time and right the wrongs of history, so to speak, and do a lot of cool things. So the Lich can resurrect Terendelev, but the Eon can actually go back and save Terendelev before she got wiped out. the Eon can go back in time and redeem Staunton Vane in the past before he's like betraying the shit out of you. Like you can prevent him from giving the banner to Minago. Eon can do a lot of cool things too. When she treated you with no... Okay, we've already read this. He is a gold dragon. Haliciliax. Terendelev made the right choice, child, as did you. You were not born a dragon, but the true spirit of a dragon is within you. It is as strong in you as it was in her. Trust me, I knew Terendelev well. I am the gold dragon Haliciliax. It was once my honor to teach the protector of Canopus. Were you testing me? Life itself was testing you. I merely seized the opportunity to look upon you. The last soul helped by Terendelev. No, we're not going to ask the gold dragon to join the crusade. He's a gold dragon. He's made his stance clear. Besides, realistically speaking, dragons, at least the powerful dragons, are usually above this kind of shit. It's sometimes one of them will take a liking to, you know, the mortal world, and they'll become a protector of a city or a nation or a continent or something in the mortal world, and they'll be tied to it more closely. But generally speaking, dragons are like an existence above putting up with this shit, right? They're normally like one step below a demigod kind of thing. At least the powerful ones. I have the spirit of a dragon within me. What am I supposed to do? Remember that life is a journey, not a destination. Some go through it faster, others slower, but we all reach an end where nothing can be changed. Sorry, I have to look over at something. As long as we are alive, so too is the hope of change. While we are living, we can do much good and change the world for the better. I taught this to Terendelev when she was on the brink of despair. She thought that, now tarnished, she was doomed to suffering and evil. But I showed her that as long as we are here and not at Pharasma's throne, nothing is lost, and no one is lost. Choose the actions that will make the world better. Such is the path of a gold dragon. I know you tried to save Terendelev from corruption. How did you succeed? Terendelev. Here she found shelter, fighting the desire to decimate and destroy. I flew here to help her. The sun rose and fell more than once as she poured out all her hatred upon me, all the pain that was tearing her soul apart. Many times we found ourselves at one another's throats, ready to fight. Many times her words wounded me deeply, but in the end, I got through to her. I found the right words, and I stayed with her here in this place of peace and rest until her soul found healing. Terendelev this, Terendelev that. Oh, by the way, a huge demonic beetle with a scythe chopped off her head and dragged the body to some unknown place, probably to eat it. Nice. Well done, Darren. Farewell, Haliciliax. I would say, until we meet again, child. So this is where you have to unlock, or elements of what you do here are necessary if you want to unlock the Gold Dragon mythic path, which is one of the higher tier mythic paths. So I've already taken Trickster. Gold Dragon is sort of the redeeming an evil path arc. There's also the Devil arc, which if you take the Azata or the Eon, you can go into the Devil late game arc. And then there's, I mean, the Swarm that walks, obviously, which gets to be a late game mythic path as well. And I guess technically the legend is a late game mythic path.
Curious.
Ooh. Which one are these again? Tunic of Ardent War Priest. If the wearer of this shirt has the Fervor class ability, it grants him 3 additional uses of Fervor per day. So that is a War Priest thing. So that would be relevant if I had Staunton Bane. Staunton Bane is a War Priest. I do not have a War Priest, so I have nobody who has Fervor. So that is vendor trash for me. Unless, you know, I keep it around just so that I can use it if I ever get a Staunton Bane. Or make a War Priest. Who knows what I might respec things to in the future. Is that really all that's here? I thought there was like at least another room over here.
That is not far.
Anyway, Tarendalev's lair taken care of then, yes? Removed. Fantastic. So know thy enemy, that's the Ivory Sanctum. We'll get there. Oh, Blackwater. I need to do this, but I need the event to fire before I can do this. The event hasn't fired. No, I would see a quest for it. This is almost ready to go. We just need, like... It was just a couple days, right? Oh, I don't want to do it. I do need to improve a relic. Which one? I don't remember which relic this was, but I do need to repair one of them. Can I just do any of the relics? Because I got a number of relics at this point. Broken gauntlets, cool. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, Finian, yes! Jesus, I forgot about this. Hold on, hold on. We had the Finian event, which means Finian should be better now. Yeah, Finian's now a +3. Composite Brilliant Energy Heartseeker. Yeah, he's a Heartseeker, all right. I don't know if that would actually be better for us versus... I mean, we could even do Finian as like an awesome Sawsome Fauchard, and that'd be pretty cool. Brilliant Energy Heartseeker Enhancement +3. This +3 Ghost Touch Heartseeker weapon. It can tear the soul of a living enemy. Whether it lands a hit, it deals 1d6 force damage additionally. Brilliant Energy. A Brilliant Energy weapon ignores non-living matter, armor, and shield bonuses to AC, including enhancement bonuses to that armor, do not count against it because the weapon passes through armor. Dexterity, deflection, dodge, natural armor, and other such bonuses still apply. A Brilliant Energy weapon cannot harm undead, constructs, or objects. That's fascinating that it's also a Ghost Touch then. Like, it clearly says it's Ghost Touch, but it doesn't have the Ghost Touch quality. And it can't harm undead, constructs, or objects. So, big spiders, those big spiders we fight are constructs. Undead are obviously undead. Heartseeker ignores the mischance for concealment against most living targets, though the attack must still target the proper square. Awesome. Doesn't apply against aberration, uses plants outsiders with the elemental subtype, or any creature specifically noted to lack a heart. I love how they have to qualify that. You know what? Yeah, we're going to keep our regular Fauchard +3. But we can definitely rock Finian on LAN in general when it's effective.
I'm all ears.
Let's just make sure that's the one he's currently using. It's hard to tell because they look the same.
I'll go ahead.
I got Finian, I got the event, and I totally forgot when we got the event the other day that like, I don't need to finish it. That's his next upgrade. It happens right there. We can't complete the Heart of the Mystery. We can't complete the Core of the Riddle. Like, I can do little bits of it. I have the parts for the Core of the Riddle now, so we could actually just do... I could do the Core of the Riddle. Okay, I can do that. I can't complete this whole quest chain yet, though. We're not going to be able to do it this act. Lots of armies out there, too. What levels are they? 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 9, 10, 10, 7, 9, yeah. Ooh, that's some scary archer stacks. Take a look at that. Those archer stacks would vaporize my stacks, like my archers in one go, and then like my clerics in a couple shots too. Ooh, mean, 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 mean. We're gonna need a stronger army before we get to that stuff, that's for sure. Let's go to the Core of the Riddle, shall we? Oh, we'll fight some demons along the way, I guess. The Core of the Riddle is going to have another tablet puzzle, which I'm just thrilled for.
I know what to do. Let's have some fun.
Nice. I guess I should have quick action studied there, shouldn't I? Bring him down. And there's 2 more giants right here, which is perfect for us. One shot.
Guide my hand!
They'll both be in range to do more shots next time. Darren, move forward. Lan, get as far forward as you can. I'd really love if you're in range to Vital Strike next turn. That would be wonderful if you could get in range to Vital Strike these guys. I could... Hold on. How far can I go with the take 5? That far. And that's outside of range of all my people. Let's do it. I need to get meta magic on Ember. I really need to get meta magic on Ember. Like, check this out. We dealt 33 damage to this guy. 10d6 equals 33. To this guy we did... Oh, and 1d6 plus 5 extra damage. Okay. And then we did 1d6 plus 5 here and 10d6 here. This 10d6 got 16. First of all, this is not how I get people to roll damage for fireballs. I do not get you to roll damage separately for every target. Like, this is 10d6 and 10d6 with 2 separate results. I get you to roll damage once, and that damage applies to all targets because it's one fireball casting. And I don't need to roll 50,000 damage rolls if you're shooting 50,000 people. But with maximize magic, it would be 10d6. That's just 60 damage. Just 60 damage. Everything would take just 60 damage from this fireball. And if I got empowered as well, oh geez, what would empowered do? Empowered would get me 10d6, and they'd all roll a 6 plus 50% extra, so that'd be 3 extra, so it'd do 90 damage. Yeah, it'd just be 50% more because there's no modifiers on Fireball, it's just the dice rolls. So yeah, it'd be just 90 damage with an empowered maximized Fireball. Ho 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 ho. It's a good thing there are variations of the rules that don't let you use them together. But what would it take? It'd take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A level 8 spell to do that. So, I mean, that's not going to happen. But I want some meta magic. I want either selective spell or maximize magic, I think. I think maximize... For a blaster, maximize, I think, is going to generally be better than empower for a lot of the game. Healers and power could be pretty good because you add a lot of
sacrifice.
You add a lot of your modifiers when you heal. It's like d8s plus your caster level kind of modifiers to healing, and empower includes the caster level in it when it increases your power. Also,
of my sight.
Lan is not in range to Vital Strike this guy. He's not even in range to charge. This is Lan's perpetual problem. He is always a little too slow. Because I open up with a Vital Strike at range to try and just murder death kill somebody at range, and then everybody's got to charge in. So Lan is never right there on the front. It takes him a while to get there. You know what? Not even gonna... You can just plink this guy with a crossbow.
Surrender or else.
And I'm just gonna plink this guy with a crossbow.
Risk.
Yeah, I almost killed him. You know what? Nope. You guys don't even act. Don't even want you to act. We're gonna have Lan finish
You
this.
won't survive me.
Now that's what I call a Lan party. But so 255 and 128. Very nice. Yeah, we'll take all their shit. I got 2 bags of holding now. I can afford to take their shit. Boo. Bad humor is bad. I am aware. That's what makes it good, though. Oh, for fuck's sake. The core of the riddle is up that way. That is so gross. It's like you have to come all the way down here to get to Canobris. Then these 2 little tendrils here are all the way down their own set of map. Is there any cross between? 9. Like, we have to come all the way back up to the Lost Chapel to cross over onto this. And this is so far out of the way from anything else, like... I just want to clear this question mark on it. And I haven't done it because it's not on the way to anything. Well... Poopy sticks. Oh! Never mind. The coronation is done. I think I need to go to the tavern to make it happen. So, not amplify resistances. We're just going to teleport to Dresden. Good, it didn't keep my path in. And we're going to go to the Citadel. We're going to get a good night's rest at Dresden before we take care of this coronation, guys. Trickster Mythic Path, Trickster Mythic Path. And this is basically as far as I've ever gone on the Trickster Mythic Path in any of the games I've been in before the game, like, effed itself. So when we get to Act 4 and we see the trickstery things we can do there, like, I hear there might be some cool stuff between, you know, Sokka Beneth, like the guy on the council, and Nocticula, his sister. Ember's event as well. Okay, so we can get Ember's personal quest too. So she's preaching to people now. Some say that being a kind person is hard work, that most people can't do it. Is that true? Look at the people standing next to you. Don't you want to love these people? Is it so hard to smile at them, to say a kind word, to share with those in need? Don't you feel joy when you do something good for others? And isn't it wonderful when they do the same for you? Kindness is the easiest and most pleasant thing in the world. And what about ungrateful assholes, huh? You do good for them and they just shit in your return. Just don't be like them. And don't get angry at those people. They don't know what they're doing. Don't abandon them to their silliness and sins. Keep doing good and you'll see. Sooner or later they'll realize that they were wrong. That's actually not an unhealthy attitude towards it. The unhealthy attitudes in this case, in my opinion, would be one that lets them get to you, first of all, the shitheads, or one where you try and correct the shithead, like when you try and fix the shithead, so to speak. Those are both unhealthy. I've said this before, focus on yourself. Focus on the one person in existence that you actually legitimately do have the ability to change. Because people can change, but they can only change themselves. You can't change other people. Listen to her. She will teach you to live good lives. Yeah, I think we're due for a good choice, guys. Right, Commander, that's for sure. Thank you for your kind words. I'm not saying anything special. These are simply things. Everyone knows them. Come on, keep talking. All right. I was talking about being kind to your neighbors, and look, the Commander decided to set an example. Oh, don't start talking about how we could die soon. Oh man, that is not the correct thing. Wait to see how things unfold. I don't remember if I wait to see how things unfold by actually standing here and waiting, or if I have to just let time go by. Are those sermons? I just tell people things, simple things. Well, you know what? It doesn't say it has to be done this act, so this is a long-term thing, so I don't need to literally just wait here with her. I wanted to go to the Citadel, but it brought me here to the streets. So since I'm in the streets anyway, we'll go to Wilser and we'll sell our stuff. Hey, Wilser. Show me what you have. Oh, I got a lot of stuff to sell to you. It's not worth a ton, but it's still a lot. Magical glaives, a magical longbow. Potions that I don't really want. More potions that I don't really want. We're back to 31 of these. I think we were down below that, weren't we? Maybe not. I remember 15 pounds. 15 pounds might be the lightest we've been on that, now that I really think about it. I don't need this Ardent War Priest tunic. We can sell that. Ooh, the silver robe. I'm gonna chest that. We're not gonna sell the silver robe. Just in case. Not selling anything ridiculous, no. So 11 grand. That's a nice little cash bounty. All right, let's go to the Citadel. We're gonna rest there before we go to the tavern and we deal with this coronation. And maybe we'll get Inevia to come by and say that there's Crusaders being murdered. You know what? I can just press R and rest. Hey, Bo. Hope you're well as well. I need to rest anyway, so just taking the auto rest here is fine.
Nenio, give me a pen. I want to draw too.
Voice acted!
I am not drawing, Burned Girl. I am producing a detailed sketch. Take a pen and some paper. Today we are going to create an optimal layout for the sleeping rolls and other areas of the camp, taking into account wind direction, heat distribution from the fire, and the position of individuals who are prone to snoring.
We're in the Citadel. We're not camping. I think Nenio's drunk again, guys. Okay, it's an event. Dorgalinda Stranglehold. Hail, Commander. Dorgalinda Stranglehold, Chair of the Logistics Council, at your service. We just founded this council. We've got ourselves an ugly situation that requires your decision. So Rue is here, as is Lan. Why is Lan on all my councils? And Voljeff, why are the most useless people to have on a council, like the people you absolutely would not want on a council, on the council? Actually, no. Rue would be really good on councils that relate to the inner workings of a demon, I think. But, I mean, domestic affairs kinds of councils, probably not so much. I guess, I mean, Voljeff has, like, insider connections, so maybe in a logistics nature he might be useful, but, I just have the sneaking suspicion that half of the stuff would go missing What's the ugly situation? Hey there, I'm on this council too. Yeah. I hope I won't get in anyone's way if I join you. I think I could give some good advice here if you don't mind, of course. I don't know why Lan is on every council. I won't lie to you. Our logistics are a mess. We need more of everything, and what we do have is a disarray. Crates of provisions are rotting away in storehouses because some idiot quartermaster spilled beer on the papers. Hey! Don't bad talk Wilser. And foods are not the worst problem. There's also theft. Some officers grease palms to get a helmet with stylish plumage or a fancy blade from Neurosian. Meanwhile, that means the ordinary soldiers are being armed with barely more than a kitchen knife. Hammer and tongs. It's time to give the entire logistics staff the bum's rush. The question is, where do we find capable and honest people to replace them? You know, Wilser had good things to say about you. He said that you were like, you know, a badass logistics and quartermastery person and all that, and you're just like bad talking him. The army's always a mess. It's the army. Duh. Cool. These scoundrels must be replaced with decent, honorable people. Selfless souls who have proven that they put their comrades' lives above all else. Always, you know, the idealistic Arushale. Let's get some veterans on the job. People who've had their fill of the front lines and who know firsthand what life is like for the common soldiers. I mean, that's probably the smartest thing anybody here has said. Okay, so our choices. We can... All trainable units gain the expensive equipment feat. Unit has +1 bonus to attack and AC, so that's just a nice field upgrade. Arushale, do we need honest and responsible people? We get ready for anything. We have a +2 bonus on all saving throws. That's nice if we get stinking clouded or, you know, hit with spells, which is one of our weaknesses. Lan, we can make them veterans. Units get the only essentials feat. Plus 10% bonus to maximum HP. So here's the thing. I did not get apothecaries, which means I don't have the HP bonus already. So a plus 10% bonus shores that up, but I don't believe in shoring up weaknesses. I believe in focusing on strengths. So shoring up weaknesses is just a way of getting a giant field of mediocre things. Focusing on strengths is how you get a diverse group of people with multiple different skills that all complement each other. And what does Dorgalinda say? Recruit those with connections to the capital as quartermasters. Everybody wants us to be connected to the capital. Equipment from the state. +1 bonus to attack and all saving throws. Okay. So we can get attack and defense, or attack and saving throws. I'm down for attack and saving throws, actually, guys. Let's do it. I mean, I have to actually complete the project, though, first, right? Then it's decided. No matter what our new quartermasters are like, there's no possible way they can be worse than what we have now. The results will be reported to you, and if anything else comes up, I'll call the council right away. Cool. Oh, I'm like, Anevia. I need you here, Anevia. So many strange, terrible things are happening here. A fisherman from the tiny, peaceful village of Chili Creek enters the hall. Ooh. Chili Creek, where children's sacrifice is an everyday occurrence, and they want a wicker man their priest. I saw enough horrors on my way here to last a lifetime. But of course, I didn't show up empty-handed. The whole village took up a collection for the war effort. It's not much, mind you, but it's something. We're just doing our part, however small, to help you win the war. Diplo, 2180, nice. How'd you get here? By pure luck, I figure. Obviously, your river spirit frickidicky ant thing, grandma thing, isn't protecting you here. You're surrounded by all this horror. The land is dead, the trees are all gnarled and twisted. There are monsters roaming around everywhere, ready to jump at you at a moment. Thankfully, I ran into a Crusader patrol, and they brought me here. If it wasn't for them, Would have ended my trip with teeth and some kind of nasty beast, that's for sure. How are things in the village? Peaceful and quiet. And he thinks he's a fool for coming here. How is Jurna doing? He's settling in for sure. Almost one of us now. Do you still want to Wicker Man him? Would you like to stay here with us? No. Yeah, we'll send, you know, like a fake patrol that doesn't actually exist with you to get you home safe. So that was just a nice little throwback event. Oh, no event from Anevia yet. And we don't have the Crusaders who want their leader found yet either. That all combined sucks. Let's take a peek at managing affairs though, see if I can put any new projects in order before we head out. And then we'll go do our mythic quest. We'll go coronate this this fraudster. Forming a logistics council is done. Ridiculous coronation. No events. Lots of decrees available though. So senior comrades. 1,000 leadership. Crusade morale increased by 30. God, we got a lot of things to do here. The help of noble houses, the development of the art of war. Marksmen? That's our military level up. I would love if that gets us marksmen. We can build in some of our outposts now, actually, now that I think about it. What was distributing provisions? Morale increased. Outpost to Bastion, and then relics. Why can't I get a relic upgrade right now? Diplo. Is my Diplo person in use? Is that why? My war person is in use. My Diplo is not. So why is this... Is it because it's not in my inventory, it's in my chest? Is that why I can't do this right now? It must be. I must have to just pull it out of my chest to do that. I kind of want to do these relics. Yes, Ramek, I suspect it's that I physically need to have it in my inventory, because all my relics are in the chest right now. I kind of want to get moving on relics, though. They're fun. Some of them are cool, and I do have material to do them right now. But let's just... let's go into Keeper's Canyon real quick. Now that I have main buildings everywhere, we can build stuff in Keeper's Canyon. So like garrison archery range, for example. A place where Crusaders hone their shooting skills, blah, blah, blah. Increases the recruitment growth of the main archery range by 25%. And we can only build one in each fort. So you need to have a main building before you start building the garrison versions. Finance points by 200. Supply center, that's material points by 3. So I mean, if I do like an archery range and a stables, and if I really feel like I need a citadel someday, if I'm running with one army and I really need it, I can do that. I don't have a shelter listed here, though. I feel like I'm supposed to have a shelter at these places. I must just be nuts, though. In any case, I have the material to build this, so let's build some of these. Let's get the archery range and the stables for sure. You know what? Let's go for the whole sheboygan, shall we? In Kingmaker, I could switch between settlements, like, from this screen. Like, I could go to the next settlement over. I can't do that here, though, it looks like. It's fine. We'll go to some of our other settlements. We're going to start building up our other military structures a bit now that I have resources to do it, so that we are definitely set to take on some of those giant armies down there. I'm going to focus on the ones on the road to Canobris first, and then we'll focus on the ones that are a little further away after that. So Canobris is all the way down here, and there's lots of these little places. The Gargoyle Canyon is apparently a settlement. Like, it's a little fortress. We built a little fort there so the gargoyles don't, like, steal our junk anymore. We'll do the archery range, the stables, and yeah, I'll do a barracks here. And that's starting to burn my material down, but I've got a lot of money. So I'm thinking we buy some more points, guys. Because those are relatively cheap, actually. Let's at least do these 2 remaining settlements. And if that's the case, I'm going to want to buy like 730 of this. It's only 18,000 bucks. Do I have enough finance points? That's a question. I don't know. We'll find out. I could build inns to increase my finance points increase. Hey, this one looks nice. Stables, barracks, archery range. Yeah, the stables cost quite a bit, actually. And one more settlement. This one up here, Hamlet of Sork. Right next to Chili Creek, in fact. I bet the people at the Hamlet of Sork aren't sacrificing children and they don't want to Wicker Man their priest. Garrison barracks, stables, archery range. I guess the inn is just too big. That's why it disappears when I build too many things. Maybe it takes up 3 tiles or something. I don't know. Do the settlements expand at all, or are they always just 4 spots? No, they can expand. We'll take a look at that in 2 seconds. So there's these decrees. Outpost to Bastion expansion. This allows you to upgrade an outpost to a Bastion, and you get bigger territory. And more advanced structures. So 1 fort of the outpost level with at least 3 of the 4 construction slots filled can be upgraded to a Bastion. So this takes my Diplo, and I need Diplo in order to do the relic things. It gets me Marksman, though. I really do like me Marksman. I'm going to issue that decree. So that's going to use up my relic thing. And yeah, we'll do this. Senior comrades, why not? 5 days, it takes some leadership and some energy. Not leadership, doesn't take it. Takes some finance and some energy. My finance points are getting down there, which is perfect. That's what we want. We want to spend our stuff. Think of it like StarCraft. We don't want to be floating stuff forever. We get 1,000 leadership experience and morale increases by 30. What's our leadership at? I mean, it's making progress. It's going to take a while still, but it's making progress. It needs a lot more points than everything else does. Oh, I'm so excited for this military upgrade, though. Let's do it. This is gameplay. Or are you specifically talking about adventure mode gameplay? Because we're going to get into adventure mode again right away. But, you know, big multifaceted game. So there's all kinds of different kinds of gameplay. So the next order of business is we need to talk to our good friend in the tavern about crowning him king. Even though he's Absolutely not. Not the king. Sorry, not the king of Mendev. The king of the southern tribes, essentially.
As it should be.
That's not the way I want to go. This is the way I want to go. And we don't even have to go to the streets. We can just go straight to the half measure. No, this is not a solo run. I'm debating whether or not my next run is going to be a solo run, or maybe I'll do a solo run after that. I've got a lot of ideas about runs I want to play.
That is not far.
I'd like to do... I have a bunch of ideas about solo runs I'd like to do. I'd like to do a duo run with like maybe a bard, an archaeologist bard, and an alchemist maybe. Obviously, I want to do my lich run. I don't know if I want to do that in a party or not. Maybe we'll do like a solo sorcerer lich. That could be cool. Empty mugs lined up on the table. Blah, 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 blah. It's time to crown you, your majesty. Right. Now you're talking. I said it was about time. Well, my friends, Sarkoris has long been suffering under demonic oppression without a lawful king. But the king has returned. If some of you don't know, I'm Thaberdine Quintissimus Hierophantel the First. Huzzah for me. Don't just stand there, go on and clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my dears. When I regain the throne, I won't forget you. And now, let's hear it for our dear commander, the hero who took Dresden back from the demons and who'll soon take back Iz and the rest of Sarkoris. Everything will be taken back. Well, I think he's earned the honor by putting the crown on my royal head. Making the king of all Golarion. No, you're the king of Sarkoris, even though you're not. Oh, what a dink. Can't believe that this is going to lead us to Mythic Rank 4 and Arilu's Laboratory. Hail Sarkoris, rejoice even, the king has returned. All right. I love how we did this and it's still not checked off. Like it looks like this is something that we still need to do. Wait till things unfold. I think he comes and sees us in our throne room. Or our war room, whatever we call it. I think he comes and sees us in there as an event at some point. So. I don't want to go to the Ivory Sanctum. And we haven't gotten word that there's murders yet, which is what I'm really looking forward to. So I guess we are going to continue working on the Heart of the Mystery stuff. We can't finish it this act, but we want to make progress on it in any case. I need the event for this, I'm fairly certain. I mean, I could go there and I could talk to her if it's on the way, but I don't think it is. I think that's the wrong direction. Oh, I could do Needholm. That's a thing I can do. Get it out of the way. Like, go all the way back to Canobris, like a little... That's really frustrating. I can do it, though. What are the advantages of the Trickster path? The first advantage is you get a bunch of free sneak attacks, and they do allow you to go over the sneak attack limit, which means for a Rowdy rogue whose power scales off of sneak attacks because of Vital Force, just effing great. The mythic tricks that you get break the game. Like, they literally break the game. They are game breaking. Sneaky Quack is sneak attack healing, which is interesting, I suppose. And that's the main thing, the tricks that you get. They are game breaking. We can cover what all of them do at some point, but right now I kind of want to cover some ground. But they can range from, like, every time you camp, you find magic items. They can make the magic items that you do find more powerful, like they increase their enhancement bonus and add extra magic properties to them. They can make it so that when people should take an attack of opportunity on you, you instead take an attack of opportunity on them. So you can just, like, run circles around people and not actually attack them. And as they try and attack you, you just get free attacks against them. They give you feats that allow you to, like 3 extra critical feats that are just ridiculous. So Winter Sun is not on the way to the core of the Riddle. And apparently I don't know the path to it, so I know the path to this node. 1 day, 8 hours, let's do it. Cool. So we succeeded a stealth check there. I generally tend to fight everything, though, so... What do we got?
The struggles never cease.
I mean, the first thing we've got is 24-hour buffs.
Miss me already.
This one. All right, 24-hour buffs are on. That's a grown Nabasu, so that's a vampiric touch asshole.
This should
Yet another obstacle.
157 damage, very nice. Blow him up like he doesn't exist. Rue, no. What did we see? That's 2 Nabasu, 3 Nabasu, a Dyrachne Devastator at 28. Okay, so the Nabasu and the Devastator actually act first. That's like what all of our attacks are. That was 157 damage. That wasn't even a crit. So that's just our Greater Vital Strike. So we got 4d8 plus 44 for the weapon damage with Greater Vital Strike. Then 16d6 for Vital Force. 2d6 holy damage because of our weapon. And 8d6 of actual sneak attack damage for 33 piercing. That's a low damage roll for us. We do 250 damage sometimes. And Lan's Fauchard hits for 250 damage, and then he can cleave it onto somebody else with cleaving finish to do 250 to 2 separate things. So he can do a 500 damage round at this point. We're only level 12 as well. We can definitely get that up higher. Okay. That's too far away for even a crossbow shot, so I'm just going to have Ember move to here. Watch, he's going to come in and he's going to, like, vampiric touch me. Or vampiric touch Ember. Don't vampiric touch Ember. You're not allowed to touch Ember in vampiric ways. That's gross. She's only like 80 or 90 something years old. Okay. So he's got that annoying shout. Oh, are you in range? I think you guys are in range. Oh, if you're in range, you guys done fuck up. I tell you what.
I will resist.
I have a shot on this one. I'm gonna take that. 162 damage. Sweet. Camellia, I need you to threaten both of these guys because I need Lan to have outflank on both of them. And then, I mean, just attack one of them. I don't care which. Critical hit for 44. Cool. Ember.
Too late
Just shoot.
for apologies.
I don't need you to do anything fantastic here. Man, Darren never hits. But he hit this time, and it was amazing. Okay, Lan. Let's see what we can do here with a nice cleaving finish.
Endure this.
So that was 124 to the first target, so he did not crit. That's just a normal hit. He'd be doing 250 or so if we crit. And then 129 to the second one. Kill them both.
follow my lead.
I mean, what else can we do with Lan? If I took one level of Rowdy Rogue, then he'd have Vital Force and a Sneak Attack. And then I need to get him Sneak Attack dice, so he would need Vivisectionist or Accomplished Sneak Attack. Yeah, I don't think that would be worth it. I could give him Slayer levels. I'm sure we could do something else with land to make him hit even harder, though, than just flat two-handed fighter. The first 30 minutes of the first session for my bow, yes. I didn't explain that about land, though. I didn't actually respec land until the third session. But the first session talks about Vital Strike with the Rowdy Rogue, and I also did a separate video on YouTube about that. I don't want to rest yet. Traveling Merchant. Yeah, we can cover land with that. So my note that like my stats are affected by the fact that I'm fatigued now, but I am using a composite longbow, but I don't really have much strength. We only have 16 strength with our belt on, so we are a dex build. But we do damage with the bow by being a Rowdy Rogue, which gets Vital Strike, Improved Vital Strike, and Greater Vital Strike, and we have in our Mythic Path Mythic Vital Strike. So we only get one shot per turn. We don't get like the volume of fire that a normal rogue gets, but it does a crap ton of damage because it's Vital Strike. And the Rowdy Rogue also gets Vital Force, which does a bunch of extra d6 of damage based on the number of sneak attack dice you have. So that's how our archer, our rogue, does a crap ton of damage. Lan, however, is what you're asking about. So 26 strength, and this is 16 dexterity is what he has if we're not fatigued. So 26 and 16. That's his attribute distribution. He's a two-handed fighter with Fauchard. So we took exotic proficiency in our Fauchard. We have our weapon focus Fauchard, power attack, cleave, which we don't use. We use Vital Strike. Cleaving finish, which I do use to be able to hit two things. That's what lets him hit two things together when we get the kill. Specialization in a Fauchard, outflank, Vital Strike, improved critical for Fauchard, so the Fauchard crits on a 15 to a 20, or more importantly, it threatens on 15 to 20, which means it will always hit on 15 to 20. Oh, we did damage with both. Yeah, no, we did... My character did like 150 damage with his bow, and then Lan did 150 damage to two things at once with his Fauchard. Like, both of them do ridiculous bonkers damage with a single hit. Improved critical, yeah, so we threaten crits on a 15 to 20, which means, I mean, they could have 50 bajillion AC. As long as I roll a 15, I at least hit them. I don't even have to confirm my crit. As long as I roll a 15, I hit. So that's what crit fishing is in this game. Greater focus on Fauchard, Great Cleave, which I got so that I could get improved cleaving finish, but I haven't gotten there yet. Improved Vital Strike, and greater specialization Fauchard. And then all the two-handed fighter nonsense. Why don't I like Cleave? It's not that I don't like Cleave, it's that you can't use Cleave with Vital Strike. They're... Like, Cleave, you have to turn on the same way you turn on Vital Strike. You have to use it the same way. So you either Cleave or you Vital Strike. You can't Cleave and do a full round attack. So Cleave is really good if it's really early in the game and you don't have your second attack yet. Like, I have 3 attacks on land if I use them. Or if you're not going to use Vital Strike, I just need it to have access to Cleaving Finish. Just like Great Cleave, I'm not going to use Great Cleave, but it gives me access to Improved Cleaving Finish. And Improved Cleaving Finish lets you hit any number of targets with your Cleaving Finish as long as you keep killing them. So if there was like 10 guys around Lan, as long as he kills the first one, kills the second, kills the third, kills the fourth, kills the fifth, as long as he can swing through them all and they're all next to each other and they're all within range, he'll just cleave through all of them as long as he keeps killing them. Which is kind of why I wanted it, but I mean, like, right now I have a wasted feat on Great Cleave because of that. But anyway, yeah, that's their two builds and how they both do bonkers crazy damage. Skeletal Merchant, me old cock. I asked for, like, goods from a far-off land, didn't I? No, looks like I asked for personal protective gear. That's pretty nice, actually. I kind of want to buy that. That's better for Lan. It's kind of better for you too, Darren, but you have Dex on that. It's just better for Lan. It makes him tankier. 2 Lone Wolf Scales. Where immunity to flanking and +3 insight bonus to AC against flying and incorporeal creatures. That could be cool. You only do 35 damage. What's the deal? I could not say. I could not say for certain. I'd have to know a little bit more detail about the build. Heavy shield of elemental protection. Yeah, that's neat. It's not great. Okay, so the condom vendor doesn't have a whole lot of really good stuff here. What he does have is a good ass belt. And I'm actually going to buy this for 65,000 because I haven't spent money on anything in a while, other than, you know, buying resources for the crusade. And this is a nice thing for Lan. And sometimes I like to do nice things for people. Puts him up to 151 HP. All I can say is check out what your base damage is. Like, our damage is actually 34 to 43, and that's just a factor of our strength adding 10 to it. Actually, it should add 11 because my strength bonus is penalized right now. +3 to enhancements. We got our two-handed weapon training for being a two-handed fighter, weapon specialization for Fauchard, greater for Fauchard, and power attack, which is just getting us 12 damage there. And then Vital Strike, improving it all. Make sure you have Mythic Vital Strike as well, so it improves your modifiers. (26 to 32). Okay, so your base there is 26 to 32. So your Vital Strikes should be doing a decent amount if you have Mythic Vital Strike. So how do merchants work in tabletop? How do you determine which goods are sold by the merchant? Depends how you want to do it, how your DM wants to do it. There's a lot of different ways. I tend to just determine what type of gear should be available at a particular level. And maybe if, you know, getting to that merchant involved... if finding that merchant involved like a roll on their part, like they were searching a city for it, I might factor in what's available based off of their roll as well. But there's also like tables, like there's literally tables in the books that say what's available at what sort of places in the game with what kinds of rolls, and you roll yourself to see what items are available in it and all that kind of thing. In this game, I should have told the merchant to bring something else. I forgot to because I was talking. In this game, though, the loot tables are fixed. Except for, like, the Trickster who gets magical items at night when they camp and stuff, which is random. The loot tables are just fixed. They're fixed in this and in Kingmaker. Are people exhausted? Ember is encumbered. She is exhausted, yes. We'll rest here, outside of the core of the riddle. Everybody get a good night rest. Are you pure Rowdy Rogue? No, I am not. I took 11 levels in Rowdy Rogue, because that's when you get access to Greater Vital Strike. And then I am going to take 9 levels in Spawn Slayer, which helps me do more damage to bigger targets. Slayers have a higher base attack bonus than a rogue does. It gives me the ability to study targets, which is just good, and extra bonuses against really big targets. So the rest of my levels are going to be in Spawn Slayer. I will technically lose 1 sneak attack dice as a result of that, but I'm going to take Accomplished Sneak Attacker, so that'll get me back onto full 10 sneak attack die progression. Another option would be, in my opinion, take 11 levels in Rowdy Rogue, then 1 level in Slayer just to get Study Target, and then I'd say take 8 levels in Alchemist after that. Alchemist Vivisectionist, and get all of your sneak attack dice from that. But a Rowdy Rogue wants every sneak attack die they can get, every single one that's available, because that's what they scale their damage off of. Alright, Core of the Riddle. Oh, Ballsack. This is going to be fun, isn't it? 1 second. Let me find my notes on the Core of the Riddle. I think I can enter it. I think we answered one of the dude's questions, right? Like, that ghost that shows up, we answered his question and he told us, okay, you're allowed to go here now, didn't he? I feel like he did yesterday.
Please, allow me.
Our buffs last for 24 hours, so... There's absolutely no reason not to cast our buffs.
That is not far.
Hey, look, a cave. It's almost like we were expecting one. But is there anything cool on this map? Other than, you know,
I'll go ahead.
the trap cave. Doesn't really look like it. There was that cart, but there was nothing super special in it.
I know the way.
Whoa, what the hell is that? It's like a god ray or something. Oh well. Done now. Weird
Follow
game
my lead.
object. So, do you remember the first puzzle? Yeah, congratulations. This one is totally not any more difficult. So you get your hint based off of the color of the pieces here. So there's at least one piece in these puzzles, and they show you the color of them, and that tells you which set you need to use. So this is the later blue set, which is the ones we got from the Ravaged Longhouse. Was that Son Goku's staff? You never know. If he needs to go King Kamehameha, things
As it should be.
might not end well. Okay, so what do we got? This is gonna take a while, guys. I'm sorry, but
Time's not waiting.
there's no easy way about it. All right. So I am looking for. Is that it? I believe that is it. Doesn't have the little scythe on the top. Could it be this one instead? Hold on. What, the ball sack? Are these two identical? We've got a little Elodie doodly with a little bow, like a little archer dude sitting on a canoe. And then we got an archer dude sitting on a canoe. Those are identical, aren't they? I didn't even realize that there were two of the same type. Okay, well, archer dude sitting on a canoe, I'm pretty sure that one goes there. Puzzle solver, Wrath of the Righteous. Yes, I know. So normally you solve this by just throwing shit in here and fixing it. Technically, theoretically,
That is not far.
these are the same. Like in the other one, there was no hints on the walls. In this one, I think there might potentially be.
I'll
Let me
go
just
ahead.
check. That might be the heart of the mystery I'm thinking of. This is not a hint, that's just a standardized thing. I don't actually think there are hints on the wall in this one, now that I think about it. Now that I look. I think the heart of the mystery has different kinds of tablets. They're colored differently. I think that one technically has kind of hinty things. Okay, so this one here. This one here looks like I think it's the exact same bottom symbol. except instead of the bow dude, so this one has the same bottom symbol, but it's got the bow dude on the top. This one's got the same bottom symbol, but it's got like the scythe-looking MFer on the top. I think... Oh, damn it, not that. Not there. I don't want you there, I want you here. Yeah, there we go. It's the same looking thing on the bottom with the scythe MFer on the top. And I think that is correct. There is no quick way to do this, guys, unfortunately. This one over here... Can I just click on this? Yes, I can. So this one here has a bow dude on the top and the same symbol on the bottom. Okay. So that is the identical one. This one over here has the scythe dude on the top and the same symbol on the bottom. Okay. One section of it done. Thank baby Jesus. This one down here, I said double over double. Yeah, that's the only one that's eligible, so that must be that. This one here has scythe dude over double, which I don't have listed. So I don't have one for that. Did I fuck up? Unknown. I think I got these right, according to my notes. Alright, well, I'm going to keep doing these and see if I figure out what's going on with that. This one here has scythe dude. No. Do I have to click on the other half? That's why. Okay. Alright. That's why it seems broken to me. I have to click on the other half of it. There we go. And it's double over... Yeah, that's the one. And then this guy here is weird dude over weird dude. No, this isn't the right one for this. This is scythe dude over weird dude. This is scythe dude over weird dude. Okay, yeah, that's the one that I wanted it in. This one here is weird dude over weird dude, and that is correct. That looks right to me. This guy over here is scythe dude over scythe dude over molecule is what I wrote. And that is this guy right here, I think. Scythe dude over molecule. I think that's right. This is also scythe dude over molecule. Maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's this one. Nope, doesn't appear to be that one. Okay, don't know. We'll see. Let me just get these other ones first. This guy is bow dude over molecule. Bow dude over molecule. Correct. And this one is molecule over molecule. Like that. Very good. And this guy down at the bottom is weird dude and molecule. Molecule over weird dude. That's it. Okay, so this one here, I don't know what I need to click to access it, but it should be this right here. Yes, this one, scythe dude over molecule. So it should be this one right here. But I don't know what I need to click to access that, because I don't see that as an option here, nor do I see that as an option when I click there.
Follow my lead.
This guy is scythe dude. This guy is side by
As it should
side.
be.
And this guy is side by side. So now I am stumped, because the piece that I think is supposed to go in here does not actually fit in here. And I don't seem to be able to place it in anything. I think I've got
That
everything
is not
right.
far.
Unless, where's the other version of that one? That is Scythe Dude over Molecule, which is... No, not that one. That's Scythe Dude over Side by Side. This. So if I take you back and I look down here, I can fit either of you into that. And now the one I just took out of... There we go. Oh, my God. All right. Notes off screen so that I can see this. See how many people left while we were solving that puzzle. Also known as me just looking at my notes, because fuck that. That would have taken us 2.5 hours otherwise. And I'd kind of like to get some stuff done tonight. On the bright side, we got rid of all that set of tablets, which is perfect. Hi. Ooh, nice. Star knife. Cool. Also, elven notes. I don't think that's going to be enough elven notes, but it's cool. Flaming star knife +3. Pretty powerful, actually. I'm not the biggest fan of a star knife. The reason being, well, it's a melee weapon. It is a knife. It's not like a throwing star, if you're thinking that. But its critical multiplier it's a 20 critical threat with a multiplier times 3. I don't really like things that crit on 20s with high multipliers. I like things that crit on very wide ranges with low multipliers. Wide ranges with high multipliers is even better. Hi. You're interesting.
I'll go ahead.
Well, in any case, that's one of our puzzles dealt with for the time being, at least. There's 3 of these places that we have to go to, and then the 4th one is the heart of the mystery. And I'm fairly certain that we can't do it all right now, so... And you never know what's going to happen, and since I have the ability of 24-hour buff, I feel like every time we enter a map and we're not buffed, we are obligated to buff. Like, it's just mandatory. Okay, so... all of that dealt with. I guess we just pathfind a little bit and explore, right? Killing some of these armies... That one's got a general. Daily income 200 finance points isn't nice, though. That's a big dude. Yeah, I don't really have the army strength to operate down in this theater just yet, which is why we were building new structures in all of our towns in order to supply our army a little bit better. Let's explore. We'll go pathfinding a little bit. To the Ivory Sanctum, except I don't actually want to go to the Ivory Sanctum. That's just consumables. We could go to the Legacy of the Ancients. I don't remember what the Legacy of the Ancients is. Scattered all over the walls are ruins of numerous pressure plates, buttons, and levers, the purpose of which one can only guess. I don't even remember that. Just hold on a second. I don't have any notes on the Legacy of the Ancients. Did I never go there before? I might not have gone to that map. Could be fun. Fight! I feel like, you know, puzzles that are going to take my entire night might be,
Ready
Might be
for
a little
anything.
annoying.
Did we find trouble?
149 sneak
They
attack.
did.
What's the one place by Canobris that has a quest marker? Canobris itself has a quest marker for Lan, and then there's the Conundrum Unsolved that has a quest marker because or the Nenio's place has a quest marker because it wants us to go to the heart of the mystery. It's a lot of giants. That be a lot of giants. Can I chain lightning one of them? I think I can. Okay, so you know what? Let's turn elemental fire on, and let's chain lightning one of these giants, shall we? It should definitely hit 2 of them. Do you think it'll be able to hit all 4? You never know. Yeah! And that was fire damage? Correct, fire damage. Excellent. I'm only gonna get 1 shot, so just take
Prepare
it.
yourself.
Darren, move in. Let's make this choke point choked. Lan, just get in range. I'd really love if you could Vital Strike somebody next turn, Lan.
This will
I don't believe you can start to comprehend how much I would love it if you could Vital Strike somebody. In fact, Camellia, just stay put. You know what? Screw this. Chain Lightning again. Oh, that one didn't bounce because this guy was dead. Damn. I should have gone for these guys. That was bad. Nice high-level spells for nothing. Ooh, another one. There's another one. Oh, they got some reach. Yeah, they're big. Ouch. These are big boys.
Desna, guide my hand.
She can rub some dirt on it. She'll be
I
fine.
will see to your demise.
You guys are getting awful close together there. See, if I had improved cleaving finish right now, guys, I could potentially kill all 4 of these with 1 attack from Lan. But since I don't, the best I'm going to be able to do is 2. Assuming I actually kill.
Make every strike count.
There we go. 248 damage and 135 damage were those 2 hits.
a calculated error.
Ooh, there's our crit, 236.
I'll cut you wide open.
I was gonna chain lightning again, but I guess I don't really need to. There's nothing alive to chain lightning. So we'll just scorching
Follow
ray
my
him to
lead.
death. Out of curiosity, that's their AC. I cast my scorching ray. I don't even have rolls for the... Oh, they probably don't have any spell resistance, that's why. They're probably literally 0 spell resist. I'm like, why don't I have rolls for spell
As it should
resistance?
be.
I don't need to roll if they have 0 spell resist. They're not like they're demons or anything, they're just giants. Ooh. Okay, so that just connects to that demon army for now. What's this? This is reagents. That connects to that demon army as well. We're fatigued, that's fine. We're not exhausted yet. We're gonna have an encounter with this demon outside of the Ivory Sanctum. We're awful close to the Ivory Sanctum, guys. That's not where I want to be right now. Our buffs are gone.
I'm prepared.
Has it actually been that long? Our buffs are gone?
The world's not ending just yet.
Let's buff our people up again then. It's not like we got to... Ooh.
Crusading isn't that boring after
I didn't get a
all.
sneak attack off on him. Well, a surprise round. We're still going to sneak attack him. We all went in initiative before he did, so...
The
Fatigued.
spirits demand your blood!
Okay, so there's a couple huntresses. Yeah, good luck. Just unload everything on Camellia. It's 20 to hit. You're all going to be 20 to hit her, so I don't really care too much. I mean, I'll just fireball these guys, right? Yeah. I want maximize fireball, guys. They saved. So they would have taken reduced damage anyway, but I think I want maximize magic. I think we want to prioritize taking some meta magic. Or selective magic for Sirocco, maybe. That could maybe be fun instead. Well, we got a Vital Strike.
Wrong mongrel.
115 damage.
Make your peace.
Done. And they're in range. Nice.
Disappear.
Ooh, good kill. Good kill.
Precision and grace.
You love how the arrows just bounce off?
This should do it.
I don't like it when my arrows just bounce off of them. But I mean, most of the time my arrows make them explode. It's only sometimes that they bounce off.
You are today's sacrifice!
Ooh, damn. So she has point blank master, obviously, since she can fire without provoking attacks of opportunity from us.
Hit you!
Good job. Emperor just hit twice. That's impressive. I thought you were fatigued. Why does it let me click that? It doesn't. Okay, it just... UI glitches a little bit there is all. 4 shots. 4 shots.
I will resist.
5, technically. Good crit. I do love these archers. I like their bows. They sell for good. And chain shirts are nice little sellers as well. Not particularly fantastic. Not worth it for the weight normally, but when you just amass a whole bunch of them and you've got multiple bags of holding, they're pretty nice. Okay, so that looks like it's a path this way into the Ivory Sanctum, which we were expecting to have. We're going to go to the Legacy of the Ancients, though. You're not exhausted. Okay, now you're exhausted? Yeah. All right, we'll rest here. I would totally like to hear about your escapades in the River City, Ember, if it was fully voice acted. Okay, I have no notes on this map. I don't actually remember what was on it based off of the description. I very well might not have ever been here before. We still have our buffs. For how long? 6 hours. Map is not that big. Hold on. Wait, hold on. 1 second. Legacy of the Ancients. Maybe I have it on this other page. Let me just... I do have notes on it. It's one of these ones. Okay. I don't have the tablets for it yet. This is not the tablets we have, I don't think. No. I wrote that this is purple tablets, and the green tablets are for something else. Or do I have that wrong? Yeah, I've got the wrong ones. These ones are for Forgotten Secrets. That's the green tablets. Okay, so I don't have this one's tablets. But, I mean, let's just scout it out, shall we?
That is not far.
Different place of execution? Okay, cool. I don't have that written down. Ooh. Another one of those weird God Ray loot things.
I'll go ahead.
I was looking for notes on this map in particular, and I didn't realize that it was actually on, like, my combined Heart of the Mystery page that I was just looking at 2 seconds ago for the other location. So I was like, where is this map? I don't have this map. I don't have anything by this name. You look like you're alive and you're underground, dude. No, you're not underground. You are above ground, but... That's just weird.
Follow my lead.
So we still got some glitches in the game. On the bright side, that glitch is not a game-breaking one, so that's good. Just did the 11 levels into Rowdy Rogue. Max of 90 damage a crit. Maybe I have a high damage bow.
No mistakes.
I mean, I've got a level appropriate bow. So I'm using Delamere's bow, which is a +2. Has composite and holy, but the holy is a separate roll, so that 150 doesn't come off of that. My damage is going to be coming from deadly aim. I'm picking up a bunch of damage off of that. So 6 damage from that, 2 from the bow enhancement. I'm getting 3 off of my strength. That's all my damage modifier, so I'm up to 12 to 19. And then I have my 6 sneak attack along with my additional 2 sneak attacks for the Trickster Path. I have Mythic Vital Strike, which is contributing to that as well. And of course the damage that comes from Vital Force. So, I mean, nothing ridiculously crazy in here. Bows all use strength. So, ranged weapons don't get a damage bonus from dexterity. Composite ones will take your strength modifier, though. So if you have a negative strength, you actually lose damage. If you have a positive strength, you gain damage. But ranged weapons like normal bows that aren't composite, and crossbows and sling staffs and stuff and whatnot, they don't get damage modifiers from dexterity. The mythic weapon finesse feat will allow you to use your dexterity with them, but that means taking weapon finesse, and that's a dead feat on a bow user. What colors do I currently have? The ones that I currently have are green. They're green, and they're the ones from the Shrine of Sacrilege.
As it should be.
Hey, I need some of that. I think I had enough to forge the item that I needed it for, but it never hurts to get more. Those are for Forgotten Secrets, yeah.
That is not far.
So I do not have the correct tablets. We can see they're purple. So we are going to need to find those.
I'll go ahead.
Like I say, I don't think we can do the final part of this quest chain right now anyway. It's a neat little time sink for the moment while I'm waiting for events to fire back in Dresden. But I'm pretty sure I can only get like 80% of this quest done. Petrified egg. I mean, if it's petrified, it's all mineral now, so there's nothing left to be grossed out about, but... this is just reagents, but I mean, I'm here. And if I'm here anyway... Oh, I thought the node to get into it was there. Why the hell does this node exist then? Like, why would this node exist? Why doesn't it just go from here to here unless there's a connection coming off of it? God's damn it, game. Okay, so we got the Heart of the Mystery. There's clearly something else down over this direction, right? So this, we're feeling, probably goes to the Heart of Mystery. Although this fortress kind of looks like it might be blocking that way, and it's kind of a tough fortress with a general. Look at those archers. 407 archers. Those guys in the back that look like archers are spearmen, I think. Yeah, that's spearmen. That's archers. Brimerax, oh god, yeah, they're gonna shoot fire at me. They're gonna just one-shot a stack, basically. These cultists, that's 509 cultists, can do a ton of AoE. This is the kind of shit you want to fireball. The Brimerax would be immune to it, but still. My god, but 10,000 experience, that's mighty nice. That is mighty nice indeed. I think, though, this immediate chain is done, right? Let's head up this way. Let's find this path into the Ivory Sanctum. We'll have another encounter with his demon army along the way. Probably, yep. Do you have any YouTube videos? Yes! I have a YouTube video outlining the Rowdy Rogue build. I also have the YouTube VODs of all of the streams of this so far. And then a lot of old videos, because I haven't been playing a lot for quite a while.
I know the way.
I generally don't have time to stream anymore these days, but and then I used to have 1,500 YouTube videos from the old YouTube days that I took down because of in a 3 or 4 year period when I wasn't doing anything. There was all kinds of, copyright nonsense happening in YouTube land, and it was just better off not having those videos online anymore.
Goal.
So, took a whole crap load of
Let's try
content
this
down.
way.
Did we step on their toes as well?
I can. Give me a second.
Go for their hearts!
Bop. Dupe. I mean, it's, I guess technically the actual link is a little bit different, so. It's the same name, but the link is technically a little different. Okay, Emba. Emba. Ooh. Can I hit all of them? Can I hit all of them? Come on. Come on. Is there a pixel that hits all of them? If I move the fat end of it up a little bit. That's as far out as I can go. Come on. No, there is no pixel that hits all of them. I know because there's a pixel where I hit neither of the two on the outside. And I can't move the fat side of the circle out anymore. So unfortunately, I think this is going to be a triple hitter, and we'll go for these three. Just a nice safe shot on them. Oh, you killed one of them. Good to see it. Let's move in. No attack.
Survive me.
CK2 was a lot of fun. CK2 was a lot of fun. That was a game that we played into the middle of the night. Like 5 a.m. every day for weeks on end.
This will hurt.
It's actually interesting. CK2, I leveraged CK2, those streams, into more videos on YouTube. Because at that point, I was streaming primarily, right?
I'll cut you wide open.
I wasn't posting as much stuff on YouTube. And that was in like the early days of monetization. So I leveraged those videos, those streams, into like half-hour videos for YouTube. And there was like an extra like 200 hours of content from those streams.
Prepare yourself.
That qualified us for monetization in the early days on YouTube as a result.
You won't stop us.
Yeah, the pits to hell and dropping the cows into them. This huntress doesn't appear to be holding a bow.
I'll make short work of this.
Endure this.
127 damage, not bad. And see, yeah, all we're doing is that 3d10 plus 105. So it's the 3d10 roll plus 105. That's our modifiers multiplied by Mythic Vital Strike. Mythic Vital Strike plays a big role.
calculated risk.
So we're not getting any super crazy extra damage from any other
The spirits
sources.
demand your blood.
I'm thinking
Guide my hand.
I want to see next level. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so next level, Rue is going to get 4th level spells. I'm going to judge, because she's a ranger. She's only going to get 4th level spells. And her charisma is like bonkers high, so she's only going to get 4th level spells. I want to determine if the buffs that I get there are really worth it, or if I would rather have her as a slayer instead. But I'm not going to make that determination until we hit level 13 and we get our 4th level spells. Because she would do a lot more damage as a slayer.
Else.
Like, right now she shoots 4 times, but rapid shot is a 5th shot, and many shot is a 6th shot on our first shot. So it doubles up on our first shot, so that first shot like shoots twice. So that's like having 6 arrows run out. That's wrong. You shouldn't have 4 shots right now. You should only have 3. One of these is rapid. The second one is rapid fire. Okay. So it's actually like 5 shots. So this first shot at plus 18 rolls twice for many shot. And then this is rapid shot. That's her second shot from Bab. And that's her third shot from Bab. So she gets 5 shots. Every single one of those right now would be doing 40 to 50 damage if she had sneak attacks. Maybe 60 damage. So if she could do 60, 60, 120, she could do like 240 damage with a full round attack of sneak attacks right now. Because in this game, you can sneak attack on every one of your attacks in a turn.
Out of my sight.
Not just the first one that hits. Like in 5e, you can only sneak attack once per turn. In this game, you Scorching Ray, you shoot 3 Scorching Rays, every single Scorching Ray can sneak attack.
Make every strike count.
This should do it.
I'd like some time to collect myself.
I am aware, Camellia. Rub some dirt on it. Like I tell you every time you need time to collect yourself. You're best girl. You're #1 prime waifu. You can handle it, and you can set an example for everybody else. We're almost there anyway. Rue, I was going to say Rue's not fatigued yet, but now she is. Land's not fatigued yet. Now he is. Ooh, another path. Leads to another demon army. Is anybody exhausted? No, thank goodness nobody's exhausted. I'm just marching my party into a fight where they could potentially be exhausted. Our buffs aren't on either.
Part with everything demonic in me.
Fighting for a righteous cause is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody and performed with people's out.
God, that bloody rain, man. That bloody rain deep in the world wound. It gets to you. Gross. Durkani Devastators, 2 of them. So these guys have that AoE screaming attack that confuses you.
I am prepared.
I won't let you hurt my
So we definitely want to kill them from range if we can.
Make your peace.
That's 1 down. I'm not even going to move in. Let's let them have their turn. I will shoot it again.
I will resist.
I should really use Sense Vitals on her before we start fighting. Like, before I actually shoot, I should just turn Sense Vitals on her all the time.
Let's try this way.
Because she does have access to sneak attacks. She just has to have Sense Vitals on. And I just never do it. There was like 1 time I turned Sense Vitals on her. Okay, and we cross through here again. And that goes up to Crimson Dust. But let's head this way. Okay. I think we head back to Dresden now, ladies and gentlemen. We're okay on corruption. We could continue exploring a little bit, but there doesn't appear to be any other location immediately next to us. I got some peoples to recruit at Dresden as well. Inquisitors, sorcerers, barbarians, and duelists. I don't really want any of them right now, but I do want to recruit all of these. But, I mean, they'll build up. If I don't recruit them now, they'll build up. I feel like I should probably continue murdering some demon armies. I think I have a month to take another fortress, but I need to plan what the next fort we're going to attack is going to be. Did I attack one up here? I don't think I did. No, because it would be a settlement now. Well, there was this one, but I don't know how long ago that was. Was this one the last one we did? Or maybe the one down here? So this is a pretty tough one. I could probably take it if I had to, though. This is a really tough one. We're not going through that yet. Man, I'm gonna have to go pretty far away to take a fortress now, aren't I? And they're all getting tougher. So I'm definitely going to need this army bolstered, otherwise we're going to start getting our Banner of Conquests go down in a little bit. We get 30 days. And I've been doing a lot of adventuring. I haven't been skipping days in the city. So we should be okay. But it is going to wear down. Let's teleport back to Dresden. And we're going to go to the Citadel. Let's see if any events fire. We've been gone for a few days. Guys, at the pace we're going, we might actually do Ivory Sanctum in the next session. I'm just considering things here. Captain Odan, yes. Yes! Oh, I've been waiting for this. Our intelligence was correct. Zada's host marched on Dresden. In his position, the wisest course of action upon reaching the walls would be to lay siege and wear down our forces with nuisance raids. However, my experience tells me that he will act differently. This is going to be a full-on assault, a decisive display of his power. When the enemy moves into our position, we must meet them with a hail of arrows from the walls, gaining the full advantage of our superior defensive position. To prepare our army for this battle, I propose to pass a reform that increases our presence of ranged troops in our ranks. I believe light-armed slingers, a great number of whom can be trained quickly, will be adequate for our purposes. So I think the choice here is we get to pick slingers, rangers. So rangers are better archers than archers, who also have melee combat power. And marksmen are just like top-tier archers. And slingers who are like abundant. So Sela wants rangers who can defend themselves in melee combat. Riddle wants the most adept archers to be marksmen, and this is appropriate. Play to your strengths, don't be a universalist. And Greybore. And he wants headhunters. Okay. I am 100% absolutely taking marksman here. The main archery range provides weekly recruitment growth for marksmen, extremely accurate ranged troops with powerful bows. All archers are promoted to marksmen. Like, I'm not even considering other options on this one. Also, please, murders. No murders yet. Gods damn it. I've been waiting for that though. That is something we have been looking forward to. Okay. Help of noble houses. That's 2 days away still. Logistics reforms. I have the logistics upgrade already. Let's do it. That's Diplo, so I can't do any of the relic upgrades yet. First blood. One of the officers has been bringing recruits to the prison so that they could fight weakened captives and kill them. That is brutal. He wanted to prepare the newcomers for the first battle, but unfortunately during one of the training sessions, one of the soldiers got killed and everything came to light. 300 military experience points, and it's evil. That's not a lot of military experience points. Forbid touching prisoners, 750 leadership. Or if I had Wenduog with me, Wenduog would want us to do something. I don't know what, but I'm kind of interested to know now. Is it like feed them the blood of demons or some shit like that? Forbid touching the prisoners. That's not chaotic, that's just cruel. If it, okay, guys, if it was, we're trying to train rangers to be able to track targets out in the wilderness. We're taking prisoners, we're telling them, you're going to get a 3-day head start, and then our people are going to follow you and kill you. That's chaotic, and I'd be down for that. But just going into the prisons and beating the shit out of people is not chaotic. That's just cruel. Everybody's fatigued, right? I need a good night's rest. And then I can explore the town and see if there's any new stuff firing in there. Guys, I'm really starting to think that next session might be the Ivory Sanctum, and it's going to take an entire session. We're waiting on that still. We have to repel the assault, okay. Improve a relic still. Okay, we'll make that happen as well. We'll do that soon. I'm waiting on an event for this. I'm waiting on something for that. Ivory Sanctum might be the next thing we do, guys. The next major thing we do, at least. Everybody's fatigued. We're going to take a good night's rest here. We'll go out and we'll sell everything in the town. And we'll see if there's any new events that fire on the streets. Because remember, we're waiting on Ember's stuff as well. Although I think she comes and visits us when
I know you're
hers
a
is ready
paladin
too.
and all, but just hear me out. We go into a tavern, you challenge the local champion to a drinking match, and I'll work my magic on the crowd to make them all bet on him. We'll split the takings 50-50. How about it?
Drinking is fun, not work. I can't take money for that.
So her problem with that isn't that, you know, that's fucking stupid, Voljif. Her problem with that is that that makes drinking too much like work. She refuses to be paid for drinking. Oh, yes. Oh, this is just the logistics one. Hail. Amidst the critical shortage of supplies, a number of soldiers who call themselves Fellows of the Crusade have set up a black market in the army. They steal everything that's not nailed down, trade medicine for swords, and spell scrolls for tobacco and rations. They know better than to ask for anything from command, so they take care of themselves. And if someone's not happy with the trade, out comes the knives. I don't know how to deal with it except by alleviating the shortage of essential supplies. We should press Menda for more deliveries, and we need to sort out our shortage, build some decent warehouses right now. It's a thief's paradise. I could. I have to wait till the Diplo thing finishes, but just having it in my inventory could be good. An underground market, huh? What's so bad about that? Yeah, that's exactly what Woljif would say. Arushale wants to be the people to supply stuff. Okay, so Voljif, what do you want to do? Market increases finance point income by 20 and material point income by 1. Only one market can be built in each fort. That's pretty schmexy. Ray wants us to ask the priests for help. Shrine increases energy point income by 1 and finance by 10. Ooh, energy though. Land, it's time for our fighters to learn how to provide for themselves. Salvager's post increases material and energy by 1. I mean, that's probably the best. Or a warehouse increases finance income by 100 if it is built next to an inn. Material points income by 1 if it is built next to a supply center. Energy point income by 1 if it is built next to the sanctuary. Only one warehouse can be built in each fort. Give me the warehouse. Fine. This is going to be expensive. Yeah, we're still waiting on Diplo, but I will grab a relic real quick before we go outside. What's a good relic, ladies and gentlemen? The Helmet of Sork. Possible Hell Knight helmet. This, I think, was the first relic we got. The Crest of Maladur Lin's the Fallen Knight. We also have pieces of the unholy symbol of Robagug. We have a Shard of Knight's Bracers. Although, no, this isn't a relic. This is not a relic. This is for the storyteller. And I think we can actually craft it right now. Hold on. Let's check that out. I might not have the materials for it, but I might. The Broken Phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten. Chillroar's Hide and Tusks. That's just Nura's perfume. This is the Broken Wand of Zacharias, but that I don't believe is... That we actually broke that intentionally. That's not one of the relics of the Crusade. A piece of Terendilev's Claw also I don't think is one of the relics of the Crusade. Broken Shaman's Medallion. I feel like that's another storyteller thing, isn't it? And, yeah, the Altar of Dark Retrievers. I think I'm going to take this thing. This was the first relic that we got. I keep closing the damn door on myself. Like some kind of person who closes doors on themselves. So if we're going to go talk to the storyteller, we need to go to the streets. Any event? I'm doing jazz hands right now, but only with one of my hands. Only with my left hand. My right hand is still on the mouse, as you can see by me moving the mouse. But my left hand is jazz handing. Alright. So no. The answer is no. No events. At least not immediately. No. It's much easier to not get copyright struck. Padum. Here's the bloodstained page.
Ooh. No. He is here again. That terrible grating voice. The horrific semblance of a face. The monstrous appearance. Myriad insects forming a body within 2 arms and 2 legs. He touches me and the disgusting creature attacks my flesh, covering me. They're eating me. They're hungry and will devour everything except my eyes and tongue so that I can see this damn page. And that I can translate the runes written in ancient, long-forgotten elven language. And I translate. It hurts so much. I tried to lie to him. I changed the translation, but he saw through my lie. He got angry. Now I'm not lying. I'm not. He takes one of the insects from my face and squishes it with his fingers over the inkwell, then he dips the quill in it and writes with my blood right over the runes. And I continue to dictate. Callistria, when will this be over? Let me die. Xanthiel, let me die.
So he's talking about the current heart of the swarm. We're going to meet the current heart of the swarm at the Ivory Sanctum. And we can become the heart of the swarm if we so chose. But I actually, I burnt the corpse of the Vescovar Queen, I believe, so we can't actually become it. We're locked out of that path. But the way to do it is relevant when we get to the Ivory Sanctum.
Oh gods, such horrible torture! This poor man was tortured to decrypt my notes. He was so tormented that his suffering became thick like molasses. My mind is drowning in it. My own memories are hidden by these images of horror. I can't get through to them, but I will need your help. Tell me everything you've seen and heard. I will try to lean on your words and use them as a light in the darkness of my forgotten past. I see a magic shape. There is a force pulsating in the center. You've seen the ritual. Tell me, what was the central point? Its magic not.
A dead man. They killed a crusader and conducted the ritual over his corpse. The center of the magic shape was a prisoner, or they conducted the ritual over a lava lake. I don't remember. A lake of fire sounds fun.
Lava? Strange. I feel something else. A living soul. Only a living thing can command the whirlwind of energies. What is it? Forgive me, Commander. I cannot get any further. Everything is vague and unclear, and the screams of the poor lad keep ringing in my ears.
Cool. I found a page that might interest you. Awesome. So he doesn't have anything new to discuss with that page. That's fine. Please examine the items I'm carrying. Okay, so I don't have the materials for the gauntlet. What else do we need for it? Okay, so I guess that shaman's medallion or whatever is not something I need. Nor is the gauntlet. Let's sell some stuff real quick before I go back inside and drop things off, and then I can decide what to do. Show me what you have. By the way, people weren't speaking too nicely about the quartermasters. I thought you should know. Does anybody need a strength +4 belt? Darren could potentially use it, but the belt he has now has dexterity on it, and constitution, and strength. I don't feel like anybody needs strength. Lan is the only person who's relying on it. Everybody else would rather have something else before strength. So it's time to get rid of that. Let's not sell the relic by accident. Oh, specimen 367, the Finian thing. I still have that in my inventory as well. We could probably get rid of that. Don't sell the bone key, that's for sure. If we sell the key to my boner, you never know what's going to happen. 24 grand. Cool. Let's go inside and deposit all this stuff real quick. What time is it? It's 11:05. It's way too late to be starting the Ivory Sanctum and expect to actually get anywhere in it. But I'm debating with the idea of just starting it and ending it midway through for this session, or maybe doing something else. Probably do something else. So I'll drop those off. I'm going to keep this crest on me so the next time my Diplo is available, I can use it. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Oh, I've got an expert lockpick now. That gives us a +10 bonus on one trickery check. You know, if my plus like 50 trickery isn't enough, adding another 10 might be nice. I think that's okay for stuff in the chest. Could do more army stuff or go to Canabras. I was actually thinking about taking the trip to Canabras and dealing with Lan's personal quest. Because why? There we go. I'm like, why can't I click on the map to move? I am actually thinking about going to Canabras. It's a nice big distance away. It'll give us some time away from Dresden so that the clock ticks a bit. I want to do a slight bit of army. Yeah, demon army approaching it. This is the big army, isn't it? Like, this one is triggered by the military decision. Where is it? Here, demon army. It's none of you. It's none of you. I'm looking for a demon army that doesn't have wings on it. Once again, I wish they would just have like a giant ring around them. Oh, it is this one. It does have wings on it. It's going to be at the Lost Citadel next turn. How badass is it? Or is it going to be at the Lost Citadel next turn? Was that just my party? It's not. It's not that one. That's me. That's my movement. Never mind. I'm just being silly. Where the hell are you, Mr. Demon Army? Are you way out in unexplored territory still? Gods damn it. Oh, here it is. It's right there. So it's out by Blackwater. And it is 15 incubi, a couple cultist mages, not very many, a few fire elementals. That's just barely enough fire elementals to threaten us, but only in conjunction with a bunch of other dudes. And Brimmeracks. That's a lot of Brimmeracks. So this is the threat in this army. I can't Scorching Ray them because they're immune to fire, and they can blast the shit out of my people with Scorching Rays. So that's the threat in that army. I've got marksmen now, though, to deal with them. So hopefully I get the initiative and I blow the ever-living shit kebabs out of them. Army. Not this army. I think that's the one I want. This one's got marksman in it as well. And this one has nothing of import in it. Okay, so both of these armies I want to link up with our main army. So Crusader Army number 1, I'm going to actually have you move here. And then Army number 4, I want you to move there as well. And Army number 5, I want you to move there as well. This is why I've been saving all of these armies, because occasionally I can loot the troops out of them. Army number 1. I want these mounted scouts. There we go. So our marksman numbers are down compared to the archers that we had, but we're still in okay shape. Okay, get back up here. So 2, 4, 6. Done. One less army to deal with now. And who can I recruit? We're gonna do a re-roll. Hell Knights! Hell Knights! No clerics, though. Those are headhunters. I want the Hell Knights. Gimme, gimme, gimme the Hell Knights. And then I don't have a whole bunch of money, but we can just buy some money. So let's just spend, 30 grand buying some money. I think I bought a little too much money, guys. Yeah, I think I bought a little too much money. Like, maybe about 5,000 too much money. I love that it doesn't rename the armies, so you have 1, 4, and 7. Yes, that's exactly the way armies work in the real world, though, so... We're almost back up to 100, but they're marksmen, so... They're significantly more powerful than what we previously had. I mean... I can rename the armies. That just looks weird. Done. Okay, now let's head back to Canobras, I think, ourselves. Rather than clicking every way along the way. I've got lots of good paths there, right? We gotta come up here. Not up there. We have to come down here. Not down here. Where the fuck is the way to Canobras? This way. And then down. Okay, let's go to the inconspicuous camp on the way, maybe? No. Screw it. It's fine. I'll pick up reagents on the way. Just to eliminate that off of our map so it doesn't show up anymore. There's ones by Chili Creek as well. There's someone on the road. This is not a script. This is not a random battle. This is a scripted random encounter. Scripted random. Like, this is an actual encounter here, guys.
You call?
And I don't know what it is.
Are made to be broken.
What I do know is that I have 24 hours of buffs. I don't know what this is.
I know the way.
Well, that's not nice. That's really not nice. Of all the scrolls the Intendant gave you, you chose this one. Really? It didn't even occur to you that this was a problem? How are you going to face our mentor now? It's just a spell that, well, long story short, it'll help us against the demons. We still want to be safe from the demons, don't we? Oh, we got reinforcements. It's the commander, no less. Who are you? We're the Crusaders, Commander, the squires of Sir Alfred, Commander. He'll be here shortly once he finishes inspecting the positions. We're preparing for battle. We're escorting rescued prisoners to Canobras after we heroically liberated them. But there's an issue. Those from whom they were rescued now pursue us. So our leader and mentor, noble Sir Alfred, decided to take a defensive position and fight. His name sounds familiar. And we tried to get ready for battle. What is this? It's a cluster of flexible, elongated, pulsing objects. Oh my goodness, this is not the right character. I have a demoness who's trying to reform and not be a succubus anymore with me. This is not the time for tentacle porn, guys. These are the sprouts of plants whose behavior seems highly uncharacteristic for plants. You can call it a demon trap. Yes, definitely a demon trap. Isn't that Asphallo? Asphallo is a demon trap. They only look like ropes that are wider at the base and narrower at the ends. Like tentacles. We don't use words like this here. Like pollen. Yes, that's right. The plant shoots are full of pollen. Yes. Asphallo is a demon trap. Like, literally. So, where is your leader? I need somebody who makes sense, who's not on the mushrooms. He is here and hurrying to appear before you. My sincere greetings to the Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade, the hero of the Battle of Canobris and the Battle for Dresden. Meeting you is an indisputable honor for me. I am Sir Alfrey, a loyal follower of divine Iomade, a knight, a nobleman, and a crusader. These young men are my squires, and we... What is this? Sir, as we were about to depart the garrison, the intendant arcanist gave us a scroll that creates a demon trap. We decided that now is the best time to use it. This is a very good trap. These wriggling serpent-like grabbers can firmly hold a demon. Exactly. These rope-like, moving, sprouting pseudopods have the optimal shape to grab and immobilize a demon. Just call them tentacles. He grows pale. Uh-oh. I respect your opinion immensely, Commander, for it is born out of your wisdom and experience, and yet it does not seem to me that these vine-like magical devices deserve to be called that. These bendable, sinuous sprouts will surely help fight demons. We've cleared up the question that troubled me. Now it is time to turn our attention to more pressing matters. What is his deal with tentacles? Tell me, my squires, did you brief the commander and outline the gravity? Yes or no? Yes, you're being chased by the people who, you know, you liberated these prisoners from, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't know how to discipline his squires yet. Excellent. Oh my god. A monster really is pursuing us, but it is not a demon. It is something even more heinous and unnatural. A demodand. The assessment of it is very, very nasty creature is accurate. My squires and I raided its lair and liberated several prisoners. This thing was going to drag to the abyss, but now the monster's coming after us. I estimate it'll be here in half an hour. We plan to fight. Sounds chaotic. Let's do it. "33 minutes have passed. If Riddle was with me, Riddle would probably say, your estimate was way off. So we fought and killed one of these already. We fought and killed one of these already. If you remember back on the Temple of Lost Hope or whatever, the temple map that took us like an entire day to do. When we were fighting there was a group of 3 succubi and we killed them. And then after we killed them, one of these things spawned behind it. At that time, it was a reasonably tough fight, but we did take it down pretty handily. It wasn't that difficult for us. A mortal with blood of heaven. I recognize your smell. It was you who dared to break into my lair and steal my offering to my masters. For this, you will become an offering yourself. You and everyone with you. You are trying to threaten me with your puny weapon? It would barely scratch me, but I can crush you like a maggot. You threatened the wrong person, beast. I need to check Lan's weapon real quick. The trap.
The heartbeat quickens.
Okay, Lan. Before we do anything here... Okay, it is an outsider. It is not in any way, shape, or form undead. It is totally an outsider. So we're good. I don't need to do anything special with Lan's weapon. All I need to do is shoot this fool.
This will hurt.
Oh! I should have studied it first, but oh! I think if Rue was a... Because it hasn't acted yet, so it's flat-footed, so these would be sneak attacks. I think if Rue was a Slayer, we would probably kill it right now.
Prepare yourself.
Yep. It would already be dead. She still killed it. I thank you for your help, Commander. And I thank you even more for the great tact and care you've shown. I noticed you played along with the squires and didn't mention a certain word. A word that causes me great discomfort. Painful memories related to a traumatic experience in the past. If you allow it, I will not bring this topic up again. It's too difficult for me. I like to kill monsters that threaten me. Especially ones with tentacles. I was happy to help. Allow me to present you with a small gift. An agile hand axe, +4. We haven't seen a lot of +4 weapons at this point. So agile hand axe. The agile modifier lets you use it with weapon finesse. If you have the weapon finesse feat. So is a hand axe not normally finesse wielding, guys? I guess it's not, but I thought a hand axe could be finessed. So there's a lot of feats, or not a lot. There are certain feats that allow you to do things with weapon classes that can benefit from weapon finesse. If you have a weapon that is agile, and therefore you can finesse it, but its weapon class cannot be finessed, then those feats will not work with that weapon just because you can use finesse on it. But a +4, that's nice. 12,500. I will happily sell that. Also, this is a actual scripted map, so let's take a scouty wouty. Rescued female prisoner, rescued male prisoner. The horse. Horse doesn't have anything to say to me.
Follow my...
I scouted that area already. Okay, so there's nothing else on the map. That went fairly smoothly, I would say. Considering the first time we fought one of those things, they were significantly tougher than that. Where he at? Where he at? He's still really decent away. He is closing in, but he's still got some decent distance on him. Yeah, maybe on the way back we hit this up as well by Chili Creek. I mean, I have to cross the river away. I have to cross that river anyway, because Canobris is here. I'm going past it. F going past it. Screw these reagents. I don't want to waste time going past the river that far. We'll travel to here instead. Everybody's about to be fatigued. I refuse to rest. We'll rest in this village right here. I don't have a shelter here, so...
I watch you in combat, and I get the impression that fighting demons brings you pleasure. Do you truly enjoy it?
Is this Camellia?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
I am defending my home, fulfilling my duty. I feel the thrill of righteousness. No need to fret over it. You wouldn't understand.
No, that's not what she... I love how, like, every discussion with Camellia throughout this game seems totally reasonable, but is just totally a lie. We've got multiple demon armies moving. Is just totally a lie. She always hides some part of the truth. Like, oh, I've revealed my biggest secret to you. No, you haven't. Oh, this is the reason why whatever, except no, it's not. Like, where was the other demon army? There was a second one moving. This one's not moving. This one here, though, yeah, we know it's moving. I don't know where the second one was. Oh well. Alas! Let's continue on to Canobris. Hey, traveling merchant. I realized last time that I spoke to you, I never told you to bring different kinds of goods with you. So this gives me an opportunity to do that. Maybe we'll see you one more time before the act ends. Yep, still has condoms. I don't need condoms right now. Thank you very much. What do you sell now? Personal protective equipment. Bring exotic wares from faraway lands. Cool. Maybe he'll bring us a nice Fauchard. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, that's the one that I've been tracking. That's the one that I know about. He's getting a lot closer. Hope he doesn't go after. Would he do that? Conceivably. Hey, army. I'm going to start moving you in this direction so you can deal with this demon army. You should be capable of doing it at this point. You're actually very close to engaging. It might actually attack us this next turn, which would be kind of cool. Crusader army too. What the ball sack? Oh, an event finished. That's more marksmen. I want those marksmen. Crusader army 2, go wait here for now. I know since you have like a legit name that you have people in you that I need to transfer. Alright, onwards we go. Continuing to Canabras. There's the fatigue setting in. Ooh, okay, I see where it is now. It's down here. I don't know where it's going. Okay, that one is easy enough to see where it's going to go. This one, though, it's going to pass through this. So let's wrap this army up and then let's head down to deal with that one. Shall we? I think we could take care of this and then we can get to Canabras and that'll probably be the end of the day. Attack! This is not an insignificant army. It has a good number of Brimmeracks, right? Oh yeah, 100 of them. Oh my god. On the bright side, like, my marksman could vaporize this stack of elementals. Could vaporize any of these stacks. But these Brimmeracks, I do not want to get fireballed by them. So let's start burning them down. Summon elementals. Fun. Scoots. You're apparently trapped. You can't move diagonally, really? Oh well. Let's kill... These were sorcerers, right? Or are sorcerers down there? Hold on, what's this? Incubi, sorcerers. Okay, yeah, let's kill them. Mages, not sorcerers, whatever. I don't like being hit by nasty spells. That's the point. Seed initiative, I want to move you, but not until you can actually move. Go Hell Knights. Nice. We're gonna spread out. Oh my god! See, he can definitely move diagonally. Yeah, they're gonna take some damage though. If he gets hit, how many points are they worth? Like, how quickly will they fill up my infirmary? I don't know, but I want to start doing damage. The more damage I can do, the less damage they do back to me. Yeah, that's a lot, but they're not worth a lot of points. So I lost 20 of them and it barely filled anything in the infirmary. So they're basically just like footmen, except they can move a shit ton. Which is nice. Moderate damage. Not high damage, moderate damage, very not tanky, but they can move a crap ton. So like, not as good as Hell Knights. You're not in range, are you? Nope. But clerics are such bait. Oh, having marksman again feels good. Alright, let's head south and deal with that other army real quick. We have to actually be a little proactive with our armies right now. What path is it coming up? It's coming up this path, which means it's gonna have to link through to this town eventually. So I can get there by going this way, steamrolling this demon army, then back up again and down into here. It's going to take a couple days to do that, but it's going to take a couple days for that demon army to get to me. And I don't mind taking out another army along the way. Like, the idea here is to kill demon armies. This is a mighty interesting army, though. Okay. Okay. Is that an axe thrower? Are those both axe throwers? Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and kill both of them. Because I don't want to be asked a question. Wait. Fuck. That took my entire infirmary, so I am going to lose marksman this battle. 905 d10s of electricity damage. So I am guaranteed to lose marksman because that filled my entire infirmary in one go, and I can't resurrect anything. There's nothing there to heal. Ho 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 ho, baby. Let's get this battle done quick. Let's get this battle done quick. I want to focus fire these guys down because I'm going to Scorching Ray them right away. At least I want to Scorching Ray them right away. If I have to end up healing my clerics instead for 36 damn clerics. No, we're going to Scorching Ray this. The clerics are going to heal themselves. How many are down still? 26. Crap skis. I'm going to take so many losses from this battle. I can heal myself. I'm not going to be able to kill these guys this turn. We'll see what the clerics can do with their smite. But nope. That's 29 more. I will still have marksmen when this is done. I am just going to lose a bunch of them. I'm going to lose a couple of clerics potentially as well. I've got to finish this fight. I can't out-heal him, so we're just going to attrition more soldiers the more rounds we go. Okay, so I replenished more than half of the marksmen. I lost 20 riders. I replenished all of the clerics. Okay, the riders are okay. I actually don't mind losing them. The marksmen, though, wow. That hurts. That hurts. That's our... We in one other battle, we lost people. Just a couple. But in that battle, like, that is the only time in this campaign where we've actually suffered any non-trivial loss. Oh well, we gotta move. I mean, we're out of movement points, right? No, we still have a couple. Where did I need to go to get where I needed to be? I needed to come up this way. I need to get to this village, right? So we need to head up to the Lost Chapel. Okay. Army head to the Lost Chapel. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Reagents for consumables. Don't care. I believe we can get a good rest at Canobras. I think. We can certainly enter. Are we stuck at the gatehouse still, or can I go into the city now? We must be able to go into city, because I remember being able to go back into the city. But no, we are stuck at the gatehouse currently. And if I enter here, we leave, I think. And we have no ability to transfer anywhere else. I do. Okay, no, I can't leave the gatehouse now. Okay, sweet. Got it. So that's how we get there. We just go to the scar here to get there. There is a location on the map that we didn't go when we were here previously. There's a place right here. I don't remember what it's called. It's a shop. It has a couple of mimics in it. We never went here when we were here the first time, because we obviously never got the location revealed to us. I don't remember how you reveal that location. Maybe it's a scouted one and we just failed to scout it. But I don't think we're going to try and take it this time. Lost bag, that's just reagents. Remember how you hated death sounds in CK2. I mean, I hated when people would just die. People who I didn't care about would just die. And I kept hearing it. And then we kept hearing baby sounds because my, like, 16th cousin 46 times removed had a child, but since it's of my dynasty, my default settings that I could have changed but I didn't were playing things, and then the marriage sounds and all that for people I don't care about. I remember all of that. We are fatigued, so I guess we're going to rest here. Can I go to... No, I can't go to... I'm like, can I go to the tavern and rest there? That would be cool. Or the Grey Garrison. That would be cool. But no, I don't have access to any of those maps. Okay, let's see if corruption goes up. It honestly probably shouldn't, right? Like, even if I have to camp here, corruption probably should not go up. But it totally will. Come on. Yeah, corruption did go up, right? We were down like here before. There's a mod that replaces those with Roblox death sounds. Ugh, I really put the fun in funeral. The pun is fine. I am perfectly fine with the pun there. The Roblox death sounds, though, sounds just absolutely awful to me. 7 hours. Are we going to get randomly attacked by mobs inside of the safe city? Is that what's going to happen here? Like, I actually have to explore the map like this? Eat a dick, game. Eat it. Oh, like, I didn't know where Market Square was. Thank you. So unfortunately in the city map, you don't have the ability to click arrows to go through nodes. You have to just map, like, you have to be able to get to the location. So since this location isn't visible, I have to scout it when I pass by. And since I didn't scout it, I can't visit it. But I can apparently visit Market Square. Okay, so we are at Neathholm. Neathholm, not Neatholm. We are at Neathholm, and this is where I am going to call it quits for this evening. So I will resume, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is when we're going to stream. We'll take care of Land's personal quest. We'll do a quick aside and see if any of the other personal quests and cool things fire. And if they don't, I am considering doing an actual, like, significant map tomorrow. Like, we might start the Ivory Sanctum, and I have no promises that we're going to finish it, because it's another large map. Like, it's guaranteed at least a 2-hour, 2.5-hour map. With lots of cool puzzles and fun stuff and new big baddies and all kinds of crazy things. In any case, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. I have been Liz. This has been Pathfinder. I was going to say Wrathfinder. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I hope to see you again next time. Have a great evening.